Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Debbie Presnell and I'm going to hopefully show you from start to finish this painting. I did one and I switched some colors up. I wanted to use a metallic to see if I could get some more cells. So I'm going to level up my canvas, and this is a very important process. If you don't level up your canvas, your composition will slide right off of your canvas. I made this mistake early on a couple times and I was like, yep, that's a very important process. So that's good. So I'm high here. So I'm just going to level this up. This is a 16 by 20 inch level 1 canvas, and so it's a little bigger than the canvases I did before, and it's going to be easier to blow out. Should be anyway, unless I get nervous again. Feeling myself, not used to that, but you can get used to stuff. It's okay. Oops, got water on my table. I cleaned off my mat. This is a silicone mat by Lowly Beffy. So that's level, that's level. All right, we're good to go. Okay, so these are the colors that I'm going to use. This is Pearl Sky Blue by Arteza, or Arteza, I'm not sure. Some people are saying it's Arteza. This is Pearl Ocean Blue by Arteza, or Arteza. Pearl Arctic Blue by Arteza. Iridescent Silver by Pebeo. And this is Cerulean Blue Hue by Liquitex. And this is, I've tried to use another paint that's not metallic or pearl. I've got a pearl here, pearl, metallic, and pearl here. And this is Pearl Blue by Amsterdam. And I know you can't see that it's blue, but it's got a blue tint to it. And when it dries, you can really see the sheen. And this is Winsor Blue by Winsor & Newton. So I'm just going to mix up my paints real good. I was adding new paints, so I'm not sure which ones I mixed up and which ones I didn't. So make sure all your paints are really good and shook up before you start. And I'm going to flood my canvas and start painting. This, by the way, is Titanium White by Amsterdam. And I'm going to speed you all up. You can watch me do this. So here I'm just spreading out my paint with my spatula, and I'm just trying to get an even coat all over the canvas. This is Titanium White by Amsterdam. It's acrylic paint mixed with American Floetrol and water, and I'm just trying to get an even coat. That way when I go to blow out my colors, it will blow out evenly. And I get my paint and try to get it on the sides the best I can. I use my squirt bottle with the same titanium white mixture in the squirt bottle and let it drip down the sides, and then I'm going to take my finger and dab the sides where the paint is not flowing all the way down. On these level 1 canvases, it doesn't take but just a minute to do this, and but on your level 3 canvases, you want to take time to make sure that your paint is evenly coated and it's running on the sides evenly. Otherwise, your paint is just going to stop in its tracks when you're blow drying it. I am going to show you another video that I did earlier at the end of this video, so keep watching to the very end.
Okay, so now I'm going to pop my bubbles. Just shook my paint, so there's a lot of bubbles in this. Okay. Alright, so that's the order I'm going to do. So let's start. Oh. Alright, let's see here. I think I'm going to do a line that way, line that way. I layer my paints right on top of each other. And with this one you could squiggle a little bit. This is still relatively small canvas, even though it is bigger than the others. This is 16 by 20. And the level 1, I think I already told you all that, but anyway, this is my silver. I'm trying to get more cells, and this metallic should do it. This is by Pebeo, Iridescent silver. Sometimes I'll use a sterling silver by Deco Art. And I really like that Iridescent silver by Pebeo. And that's on this not metallic or pearl. This will create a lot of shimmer. I guess y'all can tell I'm from Haywood County, North Carolina. And I didn't realize how much of an accent I had until I started doing these videos. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're really gonna be able to tell where I'm from. Alright, I'll pop my bubbles here. And let's blow this out. Ooh, I see some more bubbles. Alright. So I can already tell I'm going to get more cells right in here. It's already starting to form more cells. So, and that blue is way more blue than the other painting, and it's going to dry darker. And I am going to fix this corner here. Just add a little bit of white canvas on that corner. Doesn't look good. And let me see this corner. This corner's the same way. Alright. Alright. Now, I wonder if we'd be able to tell the color difference with this other painting. Can you tell me? Yeah, this has definitely got more green tones to it than the blue tones. Alright. So I'm going to scrape my drips here. Ooh, I have some pretty stuff that's blown over, so I really try not to interfere with that. Don't ruin that, because that'll dry and you can use it for other things like pendants, and I make cards also. Gotta be real careful here. Careful there. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna really come and have some better cells. Let me bring you down here for a close-up. All right. So we're gonna have some more cells pop up right there. This is really pretty colors. If you like blue, this is your painting. See that we're gonna get more and more cells right in here. It's pretty. Look at those. I'm gonna turn the lights off and use my flash. Okay, let's see if we can find some shimmer. There, see the shimmer in it. Oh yeah, right in there, you're gonna see that. Oh yeah, isn't that pretty? Pretty. That silver's gonna really make it shine, and all the pearl paints in here will make it shimmer too. Careful not to drop my camera in here. That would be horrible. Those cells are pretty right in there. That's cool. Yeah, that's gonna really turn out nice. Okay, I got my tripod. Yay! I'm also going to learn how to walk and chew gum a little bit better. Trying to, anyway. So I just wanted to show you, my painting is dry, and see that shimmer in there? You can see the shimmer even when it's dry and doesn't have a top coat of varnish. I'm going to varnish this painting today, but I just wanted to show you that my drips have dried too, but I want to offset this painting to where that when that varnish drips off the sides, it's not going to affect my pretty drips. So I can use them on different things. So I use Liquitex. It's a high gloss varnish. And then a little trick that I have is I use a sponge paint brush, and if you put it inside a little Ziploc baggie and then inside a big Ziploc baggie. You can use it over and over and over before you throw it away and get a new one. So it's just a little trick that I have learned. All right, so I'm gonna just put this on. I go in one direction and then I change it up and go in the other direction, the second coat. So this first coat, I'm gonna go lengthwise, and it's best if you just do as minimal brush strokes as you can. And I'm just trying to get it evenly coated on here. So my tripod has a little Bluetooth on-off switch, which is really nice. Helps me turn the camera off and on without having to get to the camera. It's actually my phone, iPhone. Alright, now I'm going to kind of look in the light a little bit and see if I've missed any places. And I don't think I have. If I have, I'll get them on my second coat. So I just did this way. My second coat, I'll be doing it this way. And I'll probably not show you the second coat, how I do it, just because it's a little redundant, but just remember you do your first coat one way and then your second coat another way. And then I will show you the dried results. Be sure to get your sides here. Okay. All right, there we go. And using my button. Okay, here's the final step. I brushed this on this way, and I'm going to brush the varnish on that way. Okay. Get my sponge brush. I probably used this, I don't know, 20 or 30 times already. And you just want to, I'm like not pushing down on the sponge at all. As a matter of fact, I'm probably lifting it more than I'm allowing it to sit on the canvas. I can feel I didn't put that much varnish on the middle there. I need to really look at it when I get finished here and see if I have enough varnish. And you've only got just a few minutes to play with it, otherwise it dries. And I'm just checking it out in the light, making sure that I got it. And I think I did. So now just, oops, need to do my edges. There's a lot of bubbles in it, so I'm going to have to pop my bubbles. I don't know if you can see that or not. Alright, so take my torch. A lot of bubbles. I'm running out of juice on the torch. See, did I get them all? think I got them all. My torch is going dead on me. Okay. So now I just take my stick and I scrape my drips off. Okay. Now this coat I let dry at least 24 hours to let it cure before I start handling it too much. And so by tomorrow morning, this should be fine for me to sign, number, and date it on the back. And this painting is number 287. So I'll put that in the description. It's really turned out pretty. It's a beautiful blue painting. Okay, I'll put you down for the dry results here tomorrow. Okay, this painting is dry, finished. Just wanted to show you the dried results. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the shimmer in there some. Oh man, it is really pretty. When you get these paintings and see them in real life, and this is my favorite part. I just love that part. It just really dried pretty. You see how dark that blue is? It looks almost black. Of course, it's a little darker on this video than it is in real life. It's pretty. So I do sign, number, and date all my paintings on the back. And my paintings are for sale. If anyone's interested, you can email me at dpresnellart@gmail.com. I sign them on the back so that if you want to hang it sideways, you can do that. Alright. I really appreciate you watching. If you'll subscribe and like my videos, that'll help me to be able to do more videos. I appreciate you. Bye now.
Okay, so this is the portion of the video that I promised you earlier. It's another video that I did prior to the one that you just got finished watching, and I wasn't able to complete it. I had some issues early on. You know, I was really just setting up my camera to see if this was something that I wanted to do, could do, or you know, how well it would go. And sometimes my memory on my phone would not have enough memory, and it would just cut off the video right as I was blowing out the painting, or fall over because I had it propped up on pillows, and and I just didn't have, you know, the know-with-all whatever to do what I needed to do to make a complete video. So I just had some clips, and I had referred to this greenish blue and even showed you a picture of it to compare it to the blues that I had used in the prior video. And this portion of the video turned out okay, except for some of the sound. So I just thought, well, I'll just do a voiceover and let you see it. Here I'm flooding my canvas and taking my squeeze bottle and getting the sides. I'm dabbing my finger on the sides of the bottom so that the paint is all the way on the sides. And this canvas, I actually did not get enough base paint at the top right or top left hand corner and the bottom right hand corner. And you're going to see when I go to blow out my colors how the paint slows down. It doesn't actually stop dead in its tracks because there is paint on the canvas, but there's not as much paint as there is on the other portions of the canvas. So I'm going to show you where it just kind of slows down and stops. But I'm popping my bubbles here, and then I notice that there's not enough paint up there at the top left-hand corner, so I tried to add a little bit more, but I didn't recognize that it was really over more across the top, and I'm doing it more on the side there. So I added a little bit more paint and popped my bubbles, and it just wasn't enough. But you'll see when I blow it out how it just kind of slows down. So here's the colors I'm using are Pearl Arctic Blue by Arteza and Pearl Ocean Blue by Arteza. Then there's Pearl Blue by Amsterdam and Pearl Sky Blue by Arteza. Then Greenish Blue by Amsterdam. And that greenish blue is what gave it more of a green tone. That Pearl Arctic Blue that I'm getting ready to lay down has a little bit of greenish tones, but it was really more that greenish blue that gave it the greenish tones more than the blue that we did in the prior painting. And then notice in this painting that I didn't put any metallics. There's all the pearls, and then the regular greenish blue was just a flat paint. So this painting did not get the cells, and you'll notice that too when it finishes out. But here I'm just layering down my paints one on top of each other, and on these smaller canvases that's plenty of paint. If you really load it up, you're just not going to be able to blow the paint out and get it off the canvas. You don't want just big glumps and puddles of paint, as it just won't dry right. So anyway, I just finished layering down my paints, and I'm gonna pop my bubbles and blow this out. And when it blows out, you're gonna see, I'm pointing out to you what I'm talking about. So here I start to go up, and everything's going fine, but right up in here I start running out of base paint, and it just kind of goes straight across, and it didn't go over the edge, and that's what I was shooting for. But when I saw it wasn't going to go, I just stopped. And then down here in the corner, I'm blowing it out, but I come back to try to. Did you see how quick that one blew over? It just didn't do that up at the top left, and it's because I didn't have enough paint up there. And that's blowing out okay. But down here at the bottom right, I go back and I try to blow that out, and it just kind of splits, and there's just not enough paint. But it turned out fine. It was pretty. I was able to blow it out a little bit more and get it to look fine. But here it is, and you can see that there's not as many cells happening, and that's because I didn't have the metallics in this combination. And some people don't like cells. They like it more evenly, the color's more even there. And but it's just a matter of opinion and your preference. But the colors are really pretty in this painting, and it turned out pretty, even though I did have problems. But I think I was concentrating more on my video than I was on the colors and blowing it out, and getting my base paint just right. But anyway, I had signed, numbered, and dated that on the back, and again, that was number 285. So I just wanted to show you this. I told you I would, and I hope you had fun watching, and thank you for watching all the way through. And until next time, I appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Thank you now. Bye.